we go again. What is going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. I hope your day went well, depending on where you're at, of course. I know in my time frame, the day luckily is coming to an end, and it feels like I never get anything accomplished. It's either the cabin, I got to get rid of a boat, I got to clean, I got to do all kinds of stuff. But man, I got a comment last couple of days, and it kind of opened my eyes because you know what? I always like to get down on myself, and I always kind of like pity party and all this crap. And I never look at the upside of things. You know what? Times are tough, but you're still breathing. You know, things could be worse. You got your health. You got a roof over your head. You still got vehicles you can drive. And you get to go out and make videos with your friend, Adam Brown. So life is okay. We'll just say that. And I'm not going to be doing no more pity parties because you know what? There's no reason for it, and there's got to be an upside to everything. So down with the negative, in with the positive. That's what I'm saying. So, as always, if you guys did not know already, this is Exploring with the Nug, and this live stream is about giving a voice to the voiceless, sharing new stories of persons found, and all things missing persons related. On top of that, we like to let loose, share stories, dive into the chat room, see how everybody's doing, and just feed off everybody else. If you guys got questions for me, you can shoot them over in the chat room, comments, anything you want. Essentially, the live stream runs the show. And I have a few stories I want to go over today. We got 3 stories I want to highlight and a couple other stories. And to start things off, how about a story about poor Adam Brown? And you know what? The hits just keep coming for poor guy. This time, his Facebook page got demonetized for no reason. He has not. If anybody is staying on the straight and narrow, it's Adam Brown. You ever notice that? If there's ever drama in the air, if there's ever it's just he's always Mr. Chill, right? So this is not the guy to stir up problems. This is not the guy to post things that goes against the rules, all the rules with Facebook and YouTube. So out of nowhere, he gets on there this today and realized, because he was just checking, say, hey, I wonder how much money I've made, right? And he found out that every monetization feature is gone. He is shut off. So now he has a huge Facebook page, a huge Facebook following, over 1 million, and out of nowhere demonetized. And it makes no sense. So he's obviously appealing it. And Facebook, if you guys did not know, is god awful when it comes to customer service or anything related. It's almost like nobody works for Facebook. It's all a bunch of computers and machines and robots and whatever else you can think of in the sci-fi world. But yeah, he definitely got shafted. But luckily, he went through Instagram and he was able to get a hold of somebody who apparently they opened a case and they're looking into it. And we all know how that works. But hopefully he gets monetized again because he does what we do. You know, he's not posting anything dramatic. It's just normal stuff. You know, you follow him, you follow me. We're just posting videos of us just going out searching and having fun and goofing off. Stuff like that. So when I know something and get an update, I will definitely let you guys know. And moving on from that, let me show you guys my screen just in case you have no idea who this guy is, but we have a video dropping today on Jiggin with Jordan's channel, and I want to show you guys his channel because this dude, if you guys don't know who Jiggin with Jordan is, it is Brandon J, and he does videos, all things water related. He's been doing this for a long time. He's been doing this since before I was doing it, and this is one of the guys that, you know, all of us, we would watch his videos and be inspired and want to pretty much, get into this. Honestly, when I started doing water relay, like snorkeling and whatever else, treasure hunting, I thought I was so stupid. I was actually like, man, that looks fun. Maybe I cornered the market because I didn't know really much anything about YouTube. And then I get on YouTube and look it up, and these guys are already dominating the field, and they're still dominating it. So it's really cool. Adam and myself, we got to do a wrecked and recovered video with Adam Brown and not Adam Brown, with Brandon Jordan. Adam Brown was there. But his video was actually supposed to go out like, I don't know, half an hour ago, but it hasn't dropped yet. So that's good for me because I haven't watched it, and good for you because you get to hang out with me. And then afterwards, hopefully, his video will drop. And he does great editing, and it's going to be funny. I think you guys should all subscribe to Jiggin with Jordan right now so you don't miss this video coming up. It's really good. And then Adam Brown, the Wrecked and Recover, he finished it, and that's going to be dropping this weekend. And then our videos are going to be dropping after that. So we're all dropping like 4 videos total of the Wrecked and Recovered day, and it was a good day. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Yeah, Jake was he was like, he's the one that started it all. He literally is the biggest river treasure scuba diver in the entire planet, which is crazy. So I think he's like over 13 million subscribers. That's bonkers. I couldn't even imagine. I could imagine having 1 million subscribers. I'm painfully getting there, but who knows if I'm going to hit it? Who knows how this world is going to end up? But I mean, what can you do? So let me jump over here into the chat really quick, see what is going on. Scroll all the way to the top, see what's happening here. Looks like we got our regular folk. We're at 280 right now on YouTube. I got my 300 OGs that are always here. I can always count on at least 300 people joining my live streams. Any more than that, and I must be doing something right because I'm bringing in people that usually don't watch. Also got a scratchy throat today, so you're going to have to deal with that. I'll try not to cough into the mic. Man, sorry about that. Let me see here. Looks like nothing much exciting is going on except for everybody is getting along. How awesome is that? Somebody dropped my Facebook page. That's cool. You can definitely go over there and look at it. Nothing really exciting is going on Facebook I take that back. Everything goes on Facebook. Actually, that's the way I communicate with you guys the most is by posts, in pictures and stuff. And I got a huge audience over there, but I mean, it's definitely not a money maker anymore. So I'm going to keep posting stuff on there. I'm not going to change anything, but we'll see what happens. How was your Chinese? Oh, Chinese food. It wasn't the worst. I had sushi. I don't love sushi, but I like it. Like I'll eat the hell out of it, but it's not something I crave. Like I crave smoked ribs. If I can get away with smoked ribs, I'll eat it until I die. Sushi, I mean, if you're in the mood for sushi, I'm down. But I had a California roll and I had a spider roll. It was very good. And I had an egg roll. But it wasn't bad. But sure enough, the kids got way more food than they could eat. So we had like 2 days of leftover sesame chicken. And tonight is hot wings night. Mama brought home some hot wings. And I've already had a few, but I'm going to eat some more when I get done with this. Looks like we got a supporter on my locals. Thank you very much. Crack a cold case. Become a member on YouTube. Thank you very much for that. And it looks like everybody is on board with me on how we feel about Facebook. How is the roof coming along? It's coming along. It's coming along. The problem is, like I keep, what? It's coming along. We're staying positive. No more bitching about anything. It's coming along. I got rafters up on one side, and it's coming along. We'll just stick with that. Let me see. Illinois Redhead didn't hear me about Adam. Adam's page was demonetized for no reason, his Facebook page. But he is in the process. We'll see what happens. Did you get the Statue of Liberty package I sent you and Adam? Yes, I did, Richard. I know you've been... I've seen your messages. I'm sorry. I've been dropping the ball on replying to you. I have them. I actually have Adam's also. I haven't even given him yet. But yes, I have those. Super cool stuff. Thank you so much for that. Obviously, like right now, all the goodies and treasures that I have are just stored away. I kicked my camera. But if we ever get a chance to live in this cabin... all this cool stuff is going to go on display. So it's really be cool. It's going to take a while, though, so stay tuned for that one. Okay. Let's see here. Let's jump right into some of these stories. I've been babbling on for long enough. So let me share my screen with you here. And the first story was about this. And I read this, and I thought it, like, just happened, right? But let's play this news story really quick, and then we can talk about it.
Virginia family finally gets closure 45 years later. Their loved ones' remains have been identified and returned after divers found them in the Kentucky River. LEX 18's Kaylee Randall spoke with a Lexington Fire District chief who spent 8 years unraveling the identity.
One of my guys comes over and says, "Hey, what is this?" And I walk over to the edge of the water, and there's a human bone laying there.
It was a normal training exercise for the Lexington Fire Department on October 22nd, 2016, removing vehicles from the Kentucky River off Old Tates Creek Road. But finding a human bone and starting an 8-year investigation was the last thing District Chief Christopher Warren expected.
There was something that connected me to this. Even from the very beginning, I was one of the divers that were on the car. And I had a weird connection with the car, even underwater.
Investigators pulled a 1967 Ford Fairlane from the Kentucky River that would unravel a 45-year missing persons case out of Bridgewater, Virginia. Over the next 8 years, Warren dedicated every waking second to discovering the identity of 57-year-old Martha Helmick, sifting through hundreds of missing persons cases from 1968 to 1975.
Thousands and thousands of Google searches and reading missing person reports until one day I found a blog that somebody said that was one of my family members.
Along with the Fayette County coroner Gary Ginn and retired anthropologist Dr. Emily Craig, the team reviewed bones, specifically a disformed leg bone from an old fracture.
From the family that Martha had one leg shorter than the other, and she had an elevated shoe on.
And items from the vehicle like a coin purse, the elevated shoe, nylon stockings, and a key to her old trailer that the family was able to identify.
So many moments throughout the entire investigation that if one thing had not happened, if this one thing hadn't happened, there would be no case.
DNA from a third-generational niece also played a huge role. Finally, so cool. Warren and Ginn were able to return their loved ones back to the family in Virginia.
That whole family is fantastic. I love being around them and talking to them. We will always stay in touch. There's no doubt.
Kaylee Randall, LEX.
That's so cool. So, like, apparently 8 years ago, they was out doing that, there was training, pulling out cars in the Kentucky River. And they spotted one bone just sticking out of the mud. That's so cool that he was, oh crap, I'm going to sneeze. Woo-hoo! Hold on. Man. Woo! Sorry about that. But yeah, that is nuts. He saw the bone and then 8 years. That's a long time. But I mean, he stuck with it. And I don't know if they mentioned it, but I mean, they didn't say anything in there, but I want to say that it wasn't just one person. 3 individuals, John, 81, Flora, 52, and Martha, 57, were reported missing. So I think it was 3 people that were missing in that car that he solved 3 missing person cases from, and it all spawned from a bone. That is so cool. Thank you for blessing me for my sneeze. Yeah, could you imagine they just found the bone and like thought like in anything else? Like we find bones all the time, and obviously they're like deer or something like that. Could you imagine if they saw that and they're like, it's just a deer bone and chucked it? So like the awareness of recognizing that it's a human bone, that's pretty cool. Kudos to that guy, man. I hope he gets a recognition award of sorts. I bet they'll definitely do something for him because he's the fire chief and he's stuck with it after 8 years. I'd like to know the backstory, boy. Like who else was involved, or was like, did everybody else think he was crazy, or did he have like everybody supporting him? I'd love to know that, like the whole team and what went into it, because you saw that car. There wasn't even a car left. It was just mangled, rusty pieces of metal. It's 73 too. That's a lot. 45 years. We found that one Bronco in Gadsden, Alabama, with the missing person in it. That was 40 years missing, and that vehicle's still sitting there. We have every intention on going back and trying to get that Bronco out, but it is what do you call it? Brittle. It's very brittle. So yeah, that was 45 years, and it was worn out. And I kind of understand why. Like if you're in a silty river and the current, essentially just think about a sandblaster, just nonstop wearing away at this vehicle. So after 40 years of just sand and dirt and mud hitting this thing. It's just slowly filing away to nothing, and then rust and all that stuff. So really cool that they were able to find all those little, like a coin purse and the pipe and keys and stuff. It's pretty cool. I don't understand it, but my dogs are barking their heads off over there. Well, as long as you guys can't hear it, I'm good to go. What do you guys think about that story? That was pretty cool, man. Yeah, it looks like you guys are with me. That was a good story. Good happy ending. I mean, they've been missing for so long. It's amazing that there's even what is happening. Sounds like there's a deer out there or something. They're freaking out, dude. But next story I wanted to share with you guys is this. There is a missing person, and I think, is this the one with the video? That's photos. No, I'll probably find it here in a minute. But essentially, this Massachusetts man, they went on vacation to Hilton Head down in I want to say it says vacationing with his family in South Carolina, vacation rental home, Hilton Head. And like they believe it was a mental health crisis. And like, he just apparently he just walked out of his house and vanished. I wonder if I could find the story. Let me see here. Massachusetts man vanishes, because there's a video I saw explain a lot more than I could. Dude, those dogs are going nuts. Can you just hold on for 2 seconds? Because it almost sounds like they got something going on over there, but you know what? If I had like a thing, okay, hold on a second, dude. I don't know if those bear with me up. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Jesus. What the hell? Sounds like they sounds like they had something going on. Jesus Louise. Now I'm tired. That short walk from the cabin to the RV wore me out. I think I'm in bad shape. Okay, here's the story I wanted to show you guys. And they just start barking again.
You're not in trouble, Dad. Like
we love him and we miss him and we just want him to come home.
And you're not in trouble, Dad. Like we love you.
Stanley Kotowski from Methuen was on vacation on Hilton Head Island in South Carolina when he vanished Friday morning. The 60-year-old was last seen leaving the family's vacation home at Sea Pines Resort, barefoot and without a phone or wallet.
Friday morning, 9:45, he just walked out the door. He had like really bad insomnia for about a month. This is like a brand new thing. He doesn't have dementia. His anxiety just kept getting worse and worse and worse, and he started to get a little paranoid.
His wife and sons still desperately searching for any trace of him.
He's a strong person. He's athletic. He could, even in a delirious state, shoeless, he could get a few towns over, especially in 72 hours.
The local sheriff's office has deployed canines, drones, and helicopters, but so far has come up empty. Kotowski's wife tells us police are now also searching vacant homes in the area in case he may be hiding. She says he is unfamiliar with the island, but has a thick Boston accent and is hoping that helps him stand out.
We want to go home, and I want to take him home. I can't leave.
We can't leave without him.
Anyone with information should contact the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office. That's who's taking the lead down in South Carolina. And if you happen to know someone on Hilton Head who might have a Ring doorbell or anything like that, reach out to them and ask them to keep an eye out. Live in the newsroom, Brianna.
That is crazy. They don't think he had dementia or anything like that, but they're talking about insomnia, and he just walked out and vanished. I wonder, I mean, man, I don't know. It's so weird when these cases like this, like they just vanish. It's just weird. And this is one of those stories you would think you could find the guy. But do you remember that story here? It was not too long ago, maybe a few weeks. An elderly woman went missing, and they couldn't find her for like, I think 5 days or a week or something like that. She ended up being trapped in her neighbor's garage the whole time. And she was alive when they found her. She was fine. She was just sitting there. But it's crazy stuff like that. Like you would never think of, like, it's always doom and gloom. Like, where did they go? They crashed in the river. They're dead. They were eaten by alligators, something horrible. And then come to find out they're next door in your neighbor's house. It's weird. But yeah, I mean, mental illness is nothing to joke about. I mean, I really hope they find that guy. This is still recent. He could be, I don't know. It's so weird when you it's weird. I keep telling these stories, and like, they're not even stories, they're news stories, and I don't really know what to say afterwards. I feel bad, and I wish there was more I could do, but I guess just getting the word out the best I can and reaching the biggest audience I can. I could have 20 people watching this video from Hilton Head, and that one of those people could just happen to look around and be like, dude, there's the guy. You know, just sitting on a bench or chilling on the beach or just taking a nap somewhere. I don't know. So that's kind of my mindset when I do these. It's not about like reading news stories and trying to get the views and stuff. It really is just like, as a community, if the right person sees this video and sees this news story, the missing person could be literally standing next to them somewhere. There's people everywhere. You know, they all got eyeballs. So that's my thought process behind this. So I'm glad you guys are kind of supporting me on this. And, you know, because I mean, what else can I do right now? Like, I could be outside goofing off, but I dedicate an hour of my day. I want to do every day. Obviously yesterday I couldn't do it. I guess you guys figured that one out, but, yeah, it feels like the right thing to do. I got this platform. I can stream it everywhere. Why not? You know, why not? And all the naysayers thinking I'm doing this for the views. Whatever. Let me see here. Before we get started, let me look over here and see what we got for a sponsor, because that is how I make a little bit of money on these live streams. And I know you've heard about this one. Have you heard of the recent advertising scandal? Well, let me break it down for you. The CEO of Rumble, Chris Pavlovsky, recently released an email from Inspire Brands and Dunkin' Donuts. The email explicitly states that right-wing culture of Rumble is too polarizing. In other words, Dunkin' Donuts has a problem with right-wing culture and wants nothing to do with it or Rumble. So here is the solution. Stop buying products that don't support you and start supporting brands that support you. The competing coffee brand that we all need to get behind is Rumble's 1775 coffee. And for a limited time, Rumble is offering 2 bags of coffee and get 1 for free. Go to 1775coffee.com and enter promo code Duncan to get this limited time deal. And they changed stuff up. That's kind of cool. So I did notice. Yeah, okay, I noticed that. So here's the crazy thing. Everybody watching this on YouTube right now, you know, I can see you guys are commenting. I absolutely love that 1775 Coffee is using the promo code Duncan. You know, it's funny. It's pretty good. It's a nice dig at them. But here's the crap thing. YouTube doesn't want to, like, you see in Rumble right now, if you scroll down in the description, what I just read is now in the description. Like, click the link in the description. They do it for me. And they do that on all the other platforms, I think. But they don't do it on YouTube. YouTube won't play along. So now, no matter how many views I get on YouTube, they don't count towards viewers for reading those. So just one more kick in the balls because YouTube doesn't want to play. But, hey, you know, what can you do? Positive day. I made $11 off that read. I mean, it's $11 more than I had yesterday. That is almost a number 3 supersized at McDonald's. But I don't eat McDonald's no more because, man, I'm getting fat, and it's definitely not good for you. I'm pretty sure it's the worst. It's pretty freaking bad. But moving on, the next story I wanted to show you is because we have a billionaire that has passed away, and this is an international story. Check this stuff out. That is the worst bug. It does it every time. Frick. Hang on. Let me start this again. I gotta talk to my man, dude. That is like the worst thing ever. I'm on a roll and they ruin it. Check it out. So let's just listen to this story, see if it'll explain more.
All right, it is a developing story. Divers searching the wreck of a super yacht that sank off Sicily, finding 5 bodies as the search continues for one more missing passenger that was on board, and questions intensify about why this vessel sank so quickly. Madison Scarpino has an update for us. Madison, how are the search efforts going right now?
Well, Sandra, they've been nonstop, and we do want to warn you that what you're about to see may be disturbing. You're looking at some video from the scene near Sicily. Earlier this morning, you can see a body bag on the back of a rescue boat as the search continues for that last missing passenger. Authorities believe a powerful storm sunk the luxury yacht early Monday morning. 15 people on board survived, including a 1-year-old girl. The chef on board was found dead Monday, but we don't know the identities of those 5 people reportedly found dead today. But the people who were still missing when divers re-entered the water include British tech icon Mike Lynch and his daughter, as well as Morgan Stanley International Chairman Jonathan Bloomer, American lawyer Chris Morvillo, and both of their spouses. Now, Morvillo and Bloomer were a part of a team that recently cleared Lynch of fraud and conspiracy charges in the U.S. related to the $11 billion takeover of his company. And Sandra, that yachting voyage was reportedly part of a celebration of that acquittal. Back to you.
So many details still that we do not know about what happened there. And
Yeah, that sucks. Apparently there's 6 people that went missing. Yeah, 6 people went missing on that. And one of them was like they said, like a billionaire, like, and he lost his life, his daughter. I didn't even know that. I was like, it sucks. Loss of life anywhere is sad. But, you know, I mean, like, remember when Kobe's helicopter went down, like him and his daughter, and among other people, of course. But I don't know. It hits extra hard when you see like family dying together. It's so sad, to be honest with you. That's the only word I could think of, is just sad. But yeah, I don't know. I got nothing else on that one. I guess they're still looking for one more body, but we'll see what happens when they get it out there. So apparently Adam was in the chat. He's been here for a while. He's lurking in the back. Maybe, just maybe, we can con him into coming on here and hanging out with us for a minute. Let's try that really quick. All I got to do is just go over here to my vast emails and email him a link. I bet you he'll join us, but the chances of it working, remember last time he couldn't get his camera to work, so we just had to listen to him breathe. We'll see if he joins us. If not, we will hang out with him in spirit. But let's see here. So the BBC interviewed boat captains who stated this sinking made no sense. Dang. And before that, well, no, that's yeah. Apparently the BBC has been talking about it. I guess that's like, what is that, British? Like the British something. I'm not sure. Man, Sue's posted everything. Got an Amazon wish list up there. Got all kinds of stuff. Samuel watching from Mississippi. How you doing? Kobe Bryant was responsible for the crash, I believe. That's a heck of an accusation. We'll leave it at that. Let me see. Everybody wants to see Adam, want to see his baby face. I don't think it's very baby, man. He's got that crazy mustache and that weird goatee. He's got that Joe Dirt thing going on. We need to get him to shave his face completely for a video. Like, we should have some kind of goofy contest, and it ends with him shaving his face completely. Straight razor, professionally, down to smooth. I want to see it. I haven't seen it yet. Now, we all seen me shave, but it's like the next day I look like this. So I'm forever cursed with this nightmare, this silver nightmare. British Broadcasting Company. Okay, I was close. I knew there's British in there. So those are the 3 stories I wanted to highlight and share with you guys. Now, I like to jump into the Facebook Messenger and see if anybody has sent me some messages or any comments. We can go over some of those together. That's what I'm going to do right now. Let me open this thing up really quick. Make sure everything is kosher. Man, where's Adam Brown at? I sent him the link. I guess he left me. What a meanie. Excuse me. All right, so let's go over here to the some messages. Is it going to work? All right. So first one here, Cheryl sent me. She sent me a story earlier, and it looks like, oh, it's this guy. Okay. So remember we talked about him. I think we talked about him Tuesday, and they had an edit. This is on Kansas City, Missouri, right there. And I was sketchy about the river. So so thankful for all who share color. I have him, and we are headed home. So that is a great. Apparently he's alive and safe. They went and picked him up, and he's on his way home. How cool is that they updated the post for everybody to see? I love it when they do that, because it's one thing, you post a story looking for missing people, and then like he was found, but then we have no idea the details. And like, I get it, the family wants privacy, but how cool would it be just to be like, where was he? What happened? I'd love to know the story, and without embarrassing him, of course, just what happened. But yeah, so they got lots of messages for that. Remember I was talking about that truck with the big chrome wheels and stuff, a unique truck. Long story short, looks like they found him alive and safe. That is so cool. Good update, good ending to that story. What is this? LOL, the hell with shaving, body waxing, just kidding. You're not kidding. You'd love to see that. Man, that'd take a lot of wax. Adam is pretty darn tall. Maybe if we just wax his legs or something, that'd be fun. I mean, we can go crazy with it. Here's the thing. It seems like the more goofy these videos are that you watch on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else you consume your content, it seems like the goofier, the more views you get. And usually it's like, oh, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen, but it still made you chuckle. And next thing you know, it has 1 million views. So why not make a video waxing Adam's legs? I'm just saying, he's just not that guy, right? Like, I haven't seen him let loose being the goofy. I'm a goofball. Like, I'll wax my legs just to entertain my children. But I could not imagine conning that dude into waxing a leg. The noise he would make, that'd be the so worth it. So we need to figure out how to get him to get on board with this, because that would be hilarious. Some kind of fundraiser, I don't know. I mean, raffle, something cool, just something goofy. There's really nothing in it for anyone except for the enjoyment of watching a video. I don't know why everybody gets a kick out of other people's pain. I mean, I know I do, but I'm also a sucker for taking the pain. For instance, I'll tell you a story. I am a big kid at heart, right? I'm a big kid at heart. Long story short, I still like playing with toys, RC cars. Obviously, I love all the stuff that we get to do, scuba diving. I'm a big kid, and I'm sure lots of women out there have husbands that are big goofballs too. That's just what we do. So, here, let me show you my face bigger though. I tell the story. So. I got on this kick, and I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you guys have these. You ever seen them airsoft guns? They shoot the little white pellets. It's just a glorified BB gun, but they shoot bigger white pellets. You know what I'm talking about, right? And they have like airsoft wars and stuff. Well, I wanted to get on board with this. So at first I got a I got a pistol. And it's just like, it's just pew, 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 it's a dumb toy, but it hurts. I don't know which order this was in, but I remember goofing off, and I was like shooting Q-tips out of it, and I was stuffed. I don't know. I was being a dummy. And then I thought it would be funny because I didn't think it would hurt or even work. I dropped a popcorn kernel down it, right? And without even thinking, Candace, my wife, who is still with me for some reason, I shot her in the back of the leg and with a popcorn kernel, and I'm surprised it took everything in her to turn around and kick me in the jaw. But after she stopped beating on me, I had to take a shot directly in the back. I lifted my shirt up, and she point blank range, pow. Let me tell you something. Those things hurt. And I told you that story to tell you this story. I ended up getting an upgrade. I got a a rifle, so to speak, an airsoft rifle. Just as cool. Pew, pew, all kinds of cool stuff. The first thing I did with it, the first shot that came out with it, I handed it to Fiona, my daughter, and she's a lot smaller at the time. And I was like, but she's big enough to know what's going on. I was like, I need to understand. I need you to shoot me in the back. And she's just like, what? I was like, I just need you to shoot me with it because I need to know what it feels like. It's all right. So I picked my shirt up and she shot me. That hurt so damn bad. It dropped me to my knees, and I was like rolling around on the floor. And I think I told you that story to pretty much say, like, I will do anything for a laugh and entertaining my family. So, and I'm not done yet. I'm 40. I'm turning 45 here pretty quick, and I still feel like a big old kid. So the pew pew effects are cracking me up. I think that was I don't know where it even came from, but I think it was Star Wars. Everybody used to like make believe that the laser guns that the stormtroopers and everybody shot, pew pew. That's what it sounded like. And then everybody started calling guns pew pews because you can't even say the word on certain platforms. But now I just don't care anymore. I mean, I couldn't imagine being censored for saying gun or saying shit. Just random words. Obviously the F-bombs and like the GDs and all the graphic stuff and all the buzzwords. The serious crimes out there. I get it to a point, but at the same time, if sensitive ears are watching this video, that's kind of not my fault. I mean, if it was a fun, kid-friendly show, I mean, maybe I'd get it, but at the same time, I was like, we're all adults here. I don't think I got any 12-year-olds watching me, unless my daughter's in here watching, but she hears a lot worse than that. But looks like we got ourselves another message in Messenger. So let's see what she sent me. We got 4. Let me see here. So she sent me this. Essentially, we got a missing person. Let's zoom in on this. Ooh, that's a big Mary. I'm just gonna say Mary Jean Betty was last seen by her daughter March 4th, 2011, Gerardstown, West Virginia. She was walking away from her residence on Jenkins Road, multiple tattoos. If you have any information. So we don't have a missing car, but we have a missing woman. She's been missing for a long time. And she walked out of her house on Jenkins Road at Gerardstown. I wonder where that's at. Let's dive down the rabbit hole a little bit here. Let me see here. Jenkins Road. There it is. Let's see what comes up. So here's Jenkins Road. Let's see, how far does it go? So it changes names there. So it's not very long. So, I mean, one of these houses was hers. Essentially, she just walks out of her house and goes missing. What's the terrain? Pretty darn flat. I mean, there's valleys right there, but see, here's like just so many questions pop in my mind. Let's just guess. Was this her house? Did she make it to the road? Did she make it out back? Is she in this valley somewhere? Is she down here in this valley somewhere? Did she? I don't know. I mean, so many questions. I'm sure there was a search for it. I'm sure they covered all these grounds. I would like to think all these grounds were covered. But if she leaves on foot, I don't know. I wonder what the story is. Let's see if we can go back over here. I want to... Let me see. We got all kinds of news stories missing. Let's see. Namus. What's her name again? Crap. I already missed it. Mary Jean. Okay, hold on a second here. Mary Jean. I can't even say that. Man. Maybe it'll come up. I can't pronounce that one. Man. Very scratchy throat. There she is. Let's look at the Charlie Project. I got her on there. Let's see here. Let's see what they said here. Walking away from her home, Jenkins, she was never seen again. Due to her drug addiction, she would drop out of sight for days or weeks at a time, but she's never been gone for this long. Okay, so quite possibly she was on drugs. She was high. At the time of her disappearance, she lived on the property she shared with her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend. Police found blood on the living room floor of her home, but it hasn't been tested. Wonder why. That's kind of stupid. Her case remains unsolved. Wonder how much blood, and I wonder why the hell didn't they test it? I mean, obviously, if it's like gallons of blood poured all over the place, they'd probably be like, ooh, crime scene. But I wonder how much. Why they test it? Makes no damn sense. Maybe 2011 wasn't a. I wonder when did DNA come into the picture? Like when could they match blood to a human? I forget. But even still, makes no sense why they wouldn't test it to see who the blood belonged to. But maybe it belonged to her. Maybe there was a fight and she was bleeding and she left to get away from the danger. Maybe the daughter and the daughter's boyfriend done something. I don't know. There's so many question marks. Mind runs wild when you have no info, really, right? So we'll see what that's 2011. It's definitely cold. West Virginia. I wish I had a way, like obviously the dog part, like searching for missing people with cadaver dogs and stuff. That would be an awesome tool, but that is like a commitment and an investment that I want to have. But I would rather get connected with a team that has dogs, because like it always seems like there's all these cases and like, well, but it also seems like there's not enough dog people out there, cadaver dogs and specialized. Like it always seems like there's more missing people than there are people with dogs to search. You know what I mean? And it's not their fault. It's not the dog, the tracker dog's fault. It's just I guess it's just demand. There's too much demand for how many people are available that have dogs that are trained. In the 80s, DNA was tested. Okay, I'm way off. In 2011, it definitely had the technology to do it. But yeah, like I want, like I keep telling you guys, I want to get all these cool toys to search. The drone stuff, thermal drones. All this cool stuff, real world. Like first responder type cool stuff. I want to get all this stuff. But the dog aspect. Remember when that gentleman went missing not too far from my house, Chatsworth? It was the missing fisherman. And I went out there and like I did a grid search. I was tracking my movements on a map. I was checking this whole section. I was so convinced this dude was it right there because all the evidence that they put out for the public pointed to that section. And like he was not missing for that long, right? Like a few weeks when I started searching for him. So I wasn't very confident that I was going to find him alive, but I was like, there's no way I wouldn't be able to find this guy. I was so pissed off that I couldn't find him. And then come to find out he was on the other side of the river on private property. That's where he passed away. That's where they found his body. And I was just like, what if there's dog people that are more available? Like for that particular case, I don't have connections. I mean, I've met people, but drug dogs cost around $50K for training. See, it's bonkers, right? I mean, I get it, but that's so much money. And then how long does it take to train a dog? I hear a couple years to really get him good. And like, did you see Crack's comment? Another thing I can help you connect with. I have had teams in Georgia help me. Tara Grindsted's case, they helped me tremendously. Awesome. Well, I will definitely remember that because people go missing every day. I mean, you see all these stories I pull up. All I do, like, I am consuming all this stuff when I get a chance, and I find all these stories, and it seems like every day, elderly people are wandering off, or people are on a bender and they wander off. People are on foot, vanish. And I'm like, dude, there's a time for motorcyclists crashing out. There's a time frame to find these gentlemen alive. And if like the dog aspect, like trackers, and I know this is out there. Like I'm not reinventing the wheel, right? But to be like available like that, like it seems like it's few and far between, mainly because there's so much missing, not enough puppies. You know what I mean? Maybe it's something like that. But I don't know. More connections is better. I'll definitely reach out to crack a cold case if I come across something. Got to know Anaheim PD who patrols Disneyland when they trained where I worked. Cool. Facebook sucks. I like that. All right. And it's kind of like, I know they suck. I know I'm having a hell of a time with these platforms. I know everybody out there is having a hell of a time with these platforms. But we can't just walk away. Main reason, yes, pay sucks. Yes, the views are gone. Yes, everything is like the bottom has fell out for creators. But at the same time, the audience is still there. I still have 800 something thousand people on Facebook. So I can still put posts out. I can still put pictures out. I still have a community to communicate with. And now, like, the power of that alone, I'm not just going to walk away from that. Money definitely helps pay the bills. We all know this, but I'm not just going to quit to find another job. Like, I've invested so much into these platforms that even if the money dries up to a few pennies, I'm still going to utilize the platforms. Like it's just a big ass number. Why would you walk away from that? Like, you have so many people that you can connect with, so many resources to help. Look, we got Crack a Cold Case in here. He can hook me up with dogs, man. So that's just one person out of like hundreds of thousands. It's crazy. Let me see here. What else we got in here? Let me see here. Okay, yeah, they sent me this one today also. Looks like a missing person. Kansas City, Missouri Police Department. Driving a black Cadillac license plate. His family is concerned about his well-being. I wonder, what's his name? Let's look him up. Am I not seeing it? Missing person, Patrick Ray. Okay. Let's see here. Patrick Ray, missing, Kansas City. Let's see if that comes up. Search begins for missing Kansas City man 1 week after his disappearance. Should have happened 1 day after his disappearance, but whatever. Am I still there? Yeah, I'm still there. Let's see what the story says.
Here are your top headlines today. A Missouri man is going from a high to a major low. The state Supreme Court has blocked an agreement that would have taken inmate Marcellus Williams off of death row. Yesterday, a St. Louis circuit judge approved a plan to allow Williams to enter a no contest plea. Williams would have been sentenced to life in prison. Vice presidential nominee his first stop in K-Pop.
Okay, how weird. Not the story associated with the missing person. That was a oops on their part, I think. Whatever. First responders are searching for a Kansas City man went missing a week beforehand, and his family has become concerned for his safety. Let me see. He was reported missing. Let me see. Thursday, August 22nd, was reported missing after he had last been seen driving away from his home near Warnell and East Blue Ridge, behind the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints, a week beforehand. Right off the bat, I'm curious. Let's look at East Blue Ridge Boulevard. East Blue Ridge Boulevard, Kansas City, Missouri. So let's see here. They said East Blue Ridge and Warnall. This looks like a long road. Let's zoom in a little bit. See, this is exactly like, okay, so we got East Blue Ridge. How about Warnall Road, Kansas City, Missouri? Oh, this sucks. Man, big cities. Is there a way to like look up intersections like Warrenall Road and what was it again? East Blue Ridge. Warrenall Road, East Blue Ridge Boulevard. Oh, look at that. Oh, snap. Look at that. I figured something out. I didn't know that. So this was the last intersection that he was seen. Let's go back here. You look around a little bit more. I mean, I don't know, I'll be honest with you. I mean, there's no obvious. It's always, like I said before, I say it all the time. I don't want to look at these new cases as, you know, where's the closest body of water? Where, you know, there's the Blue River. He's got to be there. Let's go search. Because that means the mindset is we think he's dead. And this guy just went missing a week ago. So he could still very well be alive and well. He's just out on a drive trying to clear his head. No idea. But it sucks to like always go dark, you know, always go to the, like, he just went missing. Let's go search the Blue River, you know. I'm like, well, that means you think he's dead. I was like, it'd be nice to know that he's alive somewhere. But how do we do that? How do we figure out where this guy went without immediately thinking he's dead? You know, that's the weird one. But if he was to think that, I mean, obviously the Blue River looks way too shallow. So if he was heading this way over this bridge, I mean, you can literally see the bottom of this. There's no way he crashed off there. I wouldn't think. Boy, that's a blue body of water, isn't it? Holy smokes. I mean, technically, if you could, no, somebody owns all this. Never mind. This is like a, yeah, that's a nice plate along. Anyway, so this is that. Yep. Okay. So that's the intersection he went missing from. And I mean, right off the bat, you zoom out, like he could be anywhere, be honest with you. I mean, nothing screaming car accident. It's a super populated area. Like he would had to have gone like a minute a ways. Like obviously there's the crap glitch. Kansas River's right there. That thing's huge. So if I was looking, if it's like a few weeks down the road, it's gone cold, all that stuff. If I wanted to look into this case, biggest body of water is the river, you know, and that's Missouri River. And what was that? Kansas. Dude, we've been here before. This was the place where Adam and myself, we found a Jeep like in a weird spot, and the river was raging. So like diving, it was I think that was the place where we called in that we found a couple vehicles, and for some reason, like I told the dispatch lady, I said, hey, we're going. She's like, what do you drive? You know, like, because they want to know what we're driving. They can look for the car. And so I said, we'll be outside. We're standing next to an RV. For some reason, that made it to the police. There's an RV in the river. And within 5 minutes, fire, rescue, police, helicopters everywhere. And me and Adam were like, oh. And I was like, oh, we're in trouble. And you're like, well, oh. And so then sure enough, rescue guy shows up and he's like, do you guys call this in? And I was like, I didn't say anything about an RV being in the water. I was like, I said, we're going to be standing next to an RV. And he's like, oh. And so he's like, he called it off and you could hear sirens everywhere. So I'm like, oh, I felt bad. And I was like, I didn't do it. I bet that dispatch lady I would assume she got yelled at, but I don't know. Still, it's pretty wild. Let's see here. Let's go over one more. Might go wrong. What's this one right here? Never mind. I scrolled way up. So you rolled. Looks like a 17-year-old Kaylee Bryant disappeared from Atlanta, Georgia, August 19th, 2024. Chances are, I will bet you that is probably a runaway. What did that say? Kaylee Bryant. Kaylee Bryant missing Atlanta. Have you seen this child? Let's see what they say. So she's 17 years old, last seen August 19. She still might be in the area. She has a tattoo, 2 small butterflies, and a fairy on her leg. When she was last seen, her hair was dyed reddish orange. She may be in need of medical attention. So if you're in the Atlanta area and you see this girl, call the Atlanta PD and let them know. I mean, it's pretty much... I have no training or skill or knowledge on how to track down runaway teenagers. I don't know if she is a runaway, honestly, but they're not putting it out as a kidnapping or anything like that. So, like I said, we got 728 people watching right now, and one person might be watching from Atlanta that knows this girl. I'm like, dude, there's some dude talking about you on the internet. You might want to go home. And she'd be like, oh shit. Something like that. So never know. So let's jump over here into the chat room really quick. Let me turn this back on my beautiful face as we close out this live stream. Let's see what you guys have been talking about. Haven't really been looking that much. We got up here. We got a donation from Josh Glover. Thank you so much. Have you looked into opening a float plane channel? No ads, all membership supported and run by the LTT guys. I don't know. Oh no, rainbows. I don't know what a float plane channel is, unless you just explained it, which means it's nothing but a membership supported and run by the LT guys. I mean, I am so humble. I don't understand why anybody would want to pay to listen to me run my mouth in videos. And I mean, I could be way wrong, but I'm humble to a fault. I'm just a dude. I'm just a dude with a t-shirt and a sweaty hat. I don't. It would be cool, but I couldn't imagine making a living like that. I mean, I don't know. I'm not against it. Like, for instance, my locals page. I always preach about it. Be part of the Nug Nation. If you're on Rumble right now watching, you can go hit that join button, the red button, and become a member. And that's a paid thing. I think members are free. Supporters, you can pay whatever you want, monthly or yearly, $5 to $50, I think, something like that. And it's kind of like Patreon, so to speak. Like, you get members only perks. You get to see like exclusive locals content, like certain pictures I only post over there, updates, live streams, stuff like, stuff like that. And it's growing. Honestly, it's doing pretty good. So like, I'm very transparent, like maybe just $100 a month. Maybe I think we've gotten to that point, which is awesome. And then I have a whole bunch of members that they're members. They're on the page. Like I said, you could be a member or a supporter. It's pretty cool. But let me see. Munch Chan. Let me see. You got a cue card. What did the landscape look like in 2011? And phone pings. Those are things that I would have to look into. Like, I just found this story like right now. Like, you saw it when I saw it, so I know nothing about the case. He's been missing a week. I'm sure they're pinging the phone if he even has one. I'm not sure about the stories behind it. As time goes on, we'll see. Obviously, that it's a missing person in a car, Kansas City, big river. Obviously, everybody's going to be sniffing at this case. So like, it's not going to go cold. He's not going to be forgotten. If the police can't find him, one of us is going to be goofing off, trying to help, trying to do our thing. And yeah. Let me see. The number of missing people hovers around 644,000 per year. That's big. And there's not trafficking task force in Tennessee. There definitely should be. It's not working. Okay. Neat. Well, I wonder if there's any more goofy little readouts we can do, because they're fun to read. And apparently it's like, you know what? Here's a fun-filled one, because everybody has pets. And so why not? If you have a dog, we've all been there. Our pup goes from full of energy to sick and miserable in an instant, and at the worst times. Then we're calling vets in the middle of the night or on weekends, trying to find a clinic that will take us in. That's a terrible way to manage your dog's health, not to mention your stress levels and your monthly budget. That's why you should have a pet emergency kit by Positive. It contains critical medications and supplies that can not only keep you out of the veterinary office, but may even save your dog's life. Their kits contain critical medications like activated charcoal, styptic powder, and more. It might save your dog's life. Head over to positive.com and use code STUDIO to get 15% off your pet emergency kit. That's almost like having a first aid kit for humans. It's good to have it and never have to use it, but just in case. You know what? I got lots of pets. That's probably a good thing to have in the house, so why not? And you know what? Oh, they're fun to read. I don't know why I enjoy it. What can I say? But yeah, I fixed the rainbow. So let me tell you what's going on this weekend. I am leaving tomorrow. I think we'll do a live stream tomorrow. And I think, like I said, I like to keep the live streams very positive and upbeat on Fridays. So by all means, send me stories, send me things that you think I should be talking about on these live streams. Email or Facebook Messenger, best way to get a hold of me. If you guys did not know, we are an official 501c3 nonprofit, which means we are legit. And if you would like to donate, head over to rapidcc.org and donate away. Donate $5, $10, $100, whatever you feel like. And if money's tight, don't worry about it. We're not here to beg, but if you like to support a good cause, I'm your guy. And Adam. But Adam didn't join me for this live stream, so now we're mad at him. Maybe we can get him tomorrow and we'll have a fun-filled Friday live stream. I think we should call it that. Fun-filled Friday live stream, triple F, something like that. And with Adam joining us, it's way more fun because he brings the goofy out in me. And I don't know what I bring out in him, to be honest with you. It's kind of like our opposites are so perfect. Like, if he was goofy, we wouldn't get along. That's the thing. But luckily, we're not. He's chill, and I'm a big old kid. And it looks like, oh, snap. 12 minutes ago, you guys. Check this out. The video is out now. Head over to Jiggin with Jordan's YouTube page and watch the Recovered the Stolen Vehicle with the Underwater Drone. We had so much fun on this video, and once I get off of this live stream, I'm heading inside, and I'm going to watch this with the family. It's going to be an awesome video. And then Adam and myself's Wrecked and Recovered video is coming out this weekend. Make sure you're subscribed to that channel. Good all week. It's going to be amazing. And we're heading out this weekend. We're leaving tomorrow evening. We're heading back into Tennessee to continue working on some cases and actually get to stay out for 4 days this time. So we're gonna make a dent in some missing person cases, make lots of videos for you guys, and hopefully find some answers that we've been looking for a while now. So with that being said, head over to Jiggin with Jordan's channel right now. Make sure you leave a comment in the video. Nugs sent me. Nugs live stream. Tell him that I sent you. That way maybe he'll want to hang out again. He's a fun guy, so I hope we get to do that again. So with that being said, thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I will see you all tomorrow. But then I got to wait for YouTube to catch up. Maybe I should start singing right now. Tra-la, tra-la-la. I think they caught up. We're good.